Alright, hey everyone, I just wanted to do a quick video of what I've been doing to farm experience points in Diablo 4. Most seasons, I get to around 280-ish, and that takes most of the season. It's really not that fun to do all the time, it just takes forever, and you just kind of give up because of the amount of experience points it takes. I mean, right now at 184, I'm taking 1.17 billion experience points to level up. And that just killing regular monsters and doing nightmare dungeons, doing hell tides, things like that could be just a lot to do. So I want to just pass along a little tip for most gamers that want to get to around 250 very easily. You can get to 300 with this with enough farming, because that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to get around 290 or higher to fill out the rest of my Paragon I need for pushing. But most people want to get to, you can get to 250, I mean, very easily, just your average player getting in and not taking that much time of your day to do that and still being able to do the other things in the game. So I want to pass along a little bit of tip I have for that, and maybe do a demonstration here if I get lucky and get some spawns, just kind of show you how it works. So first of all, what you have to do is you have to have your war plan set up for Helltide, and you have to have 2 points. You have to have the Hellmouth and the Writhe and Rot. And the reason for that is we want the Hellworms to spawn. The Hellworms spawn, they spew maggots, you get a Pang of Duriel, and you use that to get a lot of globes of experience that drop. And when those drop, you can get anywhere between probably 15 and 50 million experience points, depending on the number of monsters, globes, things like that drop. There's some added benefits of doing this as well. I've been farming this for quite some time, from 250 to 284, and you get a lot of dungeon keys. I had 0 of each of these when I started because I farmed all the bosses and I had no keys. So I've already got back up to 291, 132. I've actually found some of these doing this as well through some of the events, I think, that are there. Those are dropping. I've just keep accumulating them, which are really needed for the special boss this season. You also want to use your profane mine cages if you have spec'd into that in the war plan here. I believe it's over here. The butchers drop these. I think there's some other ones that may drop them as well, but I know the butchers drop them, and that increases the monster level by 3, because you can use 3 of them during the Helltide, and that will spice up some of the experience points that you get, since the monsters are stronger during that time. So you also get a lot of materials. I've gathered like I had all these tuning prisms. I had virtually 0 of these because I was re-rolling my neck a bunch of times. So yeah, I'm up to 150. I mean, you just keep accumulating this. You're going to get a lot of gold from just farming monsters doing this thing. So the main goal, though, is to get the Helltides to spawn, or Hellworms to spawn during the Helltide. There's routes for each zone that you could run. I'm going to exclude the expansion zones. I have not really tested those, but I have tested every other zone extensively. I have some routes that I prefer and like, but that doesn't mean they're the best routes. I'm sure that other content creators may have some better routes for this, but these are what I've used that have worked really well for me to get there. I used helltides.com to determine the routes, because the Hellworms have a fixed spawn location, and that doesn't mean they're going to spawn every time, but they will spawn in those locations when you're doing these. The other catch to this is your threat level in the Helltide. You'll want to, I try to get to half threat before I start my run. Even though they can spawn under that, they're more likely to spawn when you have greater than half of your threat, and as the threat meter finishes, they're more likely to spawn. Sometimes when it's draining to get the Hellborn guy to appear, or the butchers, I have the double butcher spec'd in mine, that they will spawn more often. The double butchers also I think is really good because I think they offer more experience than the standard hell born that is there. So in the current zone that's here, I'm going to try to test out is, I like to stay in this top area, kind of on this side of it over here. There's a route that I run, kind of down here, back around, up to here. There's a good route. This is a pretty good zone. I've been pretty successful there. This zone here is okay. It's not my favorite, but you can run this whole bottom area here. There's some other ones that spawn, but I just kind of do this area. I think I try to stay where I can just do a loop and have a good amount of spawns in there. The best zone over here in Kiovashad is my favorite one, because you can go through this whole side. You stand kind of this left side and you go all the way around back over to where the zone is, and run back, and you run back around and you just kind of loop that, and you'll get tons of worms doing that. I think I get the most, I found almost 10,000 cinders in my inventory doing that one. This zone here, this one I don't like. I'm sure someone's got a good route for this. I don't. I just kind of stay in this top area here. I just don't, it just never looks like an appealing zone, and the spawn points are not ideal. And then this area up here, I think this one's combined with it. I kind of stick in this one, either one. There's this top part here I kind of stick in when I do this, instead of going back down here. Although this one down here can be okay, but this top part here, I tend to get a ton of spawns doing it. So that's really the gist of how you want to do this. You will level very, very quickly. If you do this for an hour and you're at like 200, you're going to gain several levels. Even as you get in the 230s, 40s, 50s, you're still going to gain a couple levels an hour getting there. Now, once you get past 250, you can still do 2 levels an hour, you know, pretty easily if you just get a lot of good spawns, but it does get harder, and you'll get to where it slows down just a little bit. Once I'm in the 280s here, I'm getting like a level and a half per run. But what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to do a quick run through. I have 0 threat. The big benefit of this season is that you can run through with the portals. The portals generate a ton of threat. So what you want to do is find one of those. See right here, there's a ton of portals here. So you want to find one of the events. As you can see, I'm at really no threat right now. Okay, and I want to get my threat level maximized. I actually think I need to use a mine cage. Let's see. Can't see the buff. Yeah, I'm at 3 again. Okay, just couldn't see the buff. So see how the threat is already almost at level 1. And you see all these prisms that spawn. I mean, just doing these events will get you a ton of loot. Don't waste time though killing extra monsters or doing these events once you have half. Because once you're at half, you'll want to go ahead and move on to doing the worms, because you want to save as much of the threat as you can, because every time you kill monsters, you're going to go through your threat. I also believe the mine cages give a little extra threat. I'm not 100% on that, but that's where we're at. So see, I'm almost at half threat already, and we're not even done with this first one. You just kill monsters, and we will be here in just 1 second. Almost there. There's one more I think will get us. And now again, we're not okay. You hear the scream. You kind of move. So you're not guaranteed to get Hellworms. So we're gonna hope to get a few. I'm at 1.11 billion. So let's just hope we finish off this level here pretty quick. There's usually one over here. Now again, I'm only at half, so the likelihood of them spawning is a little less. But I got one here. There's a Pangagurial. So when they spawn, they usually give around 10 million. So I'm at 1.37. And they drop boss keys, that's why I have so many. 1.42, so you gave me about 5 million. I think sometimes they can give a little more, but I'm gonna rush this way. and see my threat is getting up there. I mean, it's just from killing one of those, so that's why you want to save threat. Unfortunately, as a warlock, I am killing enemies as I run by them with this, which is not ideal, because I'm getting extra threats by running, so I'm not the best class at doing this. So he did not spawn again. And we'll go over here. Now, you can kill some enemies as you're running by. It doesn't hurt, but again, you're going to raise your threat. So there we go. We got another one. This is a good one so far. You just kind of do this. We're almost there. It does vary. I mean, you're not going to get the same amount every time because there's a different amount of monsters that spawn from this. I kind of just know where I'm going with it now, but you'll want to plan a different route out for it. Probably cut a little bit off there, but I know there's one right up here. So it likes to spawn, but it did not. And then there's one down here usually that likes to spawn. And over here, there's like an event usually here. And it'll spawn in this event. But again, there it is. So, didn't think it was going to, but it did. There's the Pangdurial. Let's see, I leveled up. And so, let's see what this one Pangdurial gives me. 8 million, I mean, just from doing that. So, as you can tell, this can go very quickly. So, I'm going to run down here one last time and see if we get any more spawns. As your threat goes up again, though, you will start to get more, but again, sometimes you just get unlucky too. See, there he is again. We just killed this one earlier. That's a juicy. You see all these. So there's the Pang. So remember, I just leveled up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's really nice to get two of those in the same spot. So let's look at this right after this. Maybe another one. I'm already at 68 million experience just from that. So, as you can see, my threat level is almost maxed. Let's just see if we can go down here. You don't want to touch the chest. That's the other thing. Don't touch the chests until you're out of threat, because you get a lot of increased threat from the chests. So you'll want to wait on those and do it when you're out of threat. As you can see, there's another one here. I mean, I haven't been doing this but a couple of minutes. I'm already at 83 million. I have to also be careful if you're running really fast. You're a fast class, rogue, barbarian, something like that. Pretty much everybody, other than my class or necros or something. Maybe they're kind of fast, but you might run past the spawns and they spawn behind you, so you got to really listen for them. So I almost maxed out my threat. And they'll spawn behind you and you'll miss them. And I've done that a few times even with this. I've run past them and they spawn and then I come back and or someone's killed them, one or the other, and it's a little unfortunate. So I have to kind of listen for them to come through from behind. Let's just hope for up here. Look at that. Right on cue. Done this a whole bunch of times. There's the pain. So after we're done with all this, we're going to look at the experience. I mean, I just got a level, so we're going to see really what happened through all this. Once I get done with this, let's see if we can get a couple extra spawns. There's one. So I kind of try to hurry when I'm down to this, but these pings of dirt will take a second to die. And I don't want to miss them and miss the keys. I'm going to try to rush down here where I know there's another one before it runs out. There we go. See, got down there. If you're really fast, you can get down to these locations. And, I mean, it really just does this over and over. You just kind of repeat this process. So, you get, I mean, again, if you're under 250, you will level up very quickly. So let's go ahead and head back and see what the experience looks like. Just from that circle of run. I mean, we just did a few of those hell types, maybe like 6 of them, maybe 7. 215 million. Look at that. I'm less than $1 billion away now. So, I think that's pretty cool. I hope they do not nerf this. I mean, I probably shouldn't say that in this video because they will surely, you know, if they watch this, nerf it. But, yeah, I mean, this is a lot of experience. So, I'm hopeful that that helped you kind of see a visual on what you should be doing to farm the experience you need. And a visual can help with that. So, let me know if that helps in the comments. Please like and subscribe if this video has helped you. I want to, you know, get going on making more of these videos to help people out, rather than just talking and just kind of like showing what's going on. But that's all I have today. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.